Hello, crypto. Anybody out here? Let's see what we got going on. Nobody in the comments yet. I want to talk a little bit about diamonds and anything else you guys want to talk about in the Titanx community. This is the Titanx weekly community stream. Hey, Hopley, how you doing, man? Fahad, what's up? Thanks for joining in. Shrey's back. What's up, Shrey? Weaponhead, what's up, homie? Appreciate all the support, you guys. You guys have been killing it, man, on X and jumping in the Telegram and supporting Blaze and Diamonds. It's appreciated for sure. Thank you. Keto, what's up? Blaze to $10 soon. I don't think that's moon math. I really don't. I think it's absolutely possible. So I need to pull up a few things here. So excuse me for just a minute, and I'm gonna go in here and we got going on here. Sparky, what's up, homie? Good to see you. Thank you. I'm gonna leave Weaponhead comment up there, blazed at $10. So I'm just gonna go and grab a couple things here that Rich sent me. A couple sneak peeks of the UI. This is very, very cool. So I'm gonna find it right here. Okay, so I'm gonna go right here. Okay, you guys seeing that? Also on X. I thought I was streaming on X. Let me see. I don't know. I thought I was. See what we got going on here. Yeah, I don't know. It's not on X, huh? Oh, Hopley says, yep. So hopefully it is. So I've been in charge. Allie put me in charge this week. So any technical difficulties we may have, I apologize in advance. Like I've said many times, I never set out to be a streamer. There's just not enough people. I can't join StreamYard. Okay. I'll send you a new one, Rich. Try that one. It's in the chat. See if you can just join from that one. Okay, I apologize, guys. See if Rich can join. We'll get this party started. You know, first of all, Diamonds is Rich's creation. This was his idea. He came to me with this idea to build something on top of Blaze. And guys, are we fucked? No siree, Bob. I'm not fucked. Are you fucked? I'm losing my shit. Relax, buddy. Relax. Relax. You're still here. Hold it together. Hold the line. Yeah, it's been tough if you're in altcoins, that's for sure. Has not been easy. Been a rough go for everybody. That's for sure. But we're going to make it. We are going to make it. Do not give up. So, yeah, I wanted to give you guys a sneak peek of this screen right here. So swap ETH to Titanx, swap X28, and add it to the LP. Swap Titanx to X28. So the way that we're doing it is we are, if X28 is below 1-to-1, or yeah, if it's below the profitable ratio to swap Titanx for X28, then we will market buy X28. So we will buy it, and then, once we get it over parity, the protocol will take the Titanx and transform it for X28, which will, give us that 50% burn every time we do it on Titanx, because that's how the X28 code works. So it's going to be extremely beneficial for X28, and there's not a ton. It's not going to require, it doesn't require that much buy pressure right now to bring X28 to parity. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to bring up another one. Diamond Crusher. And you can see already that we've got, let me see. Oh, that's something different. These numbers aren't valid. They're just there. So yeah, let me see if I can blow this up for you guys. Whoa. Let me go here. Oh, that's better. Rich, I just put it in this chat. Scroll up. See if you can see it. Try that. See if you can join. Anyways, I just wanted to show this UI. This thing is out of this world. I absolutely love it. Rich has done an amazing job. This was all his baby when it comes to how he wanted to design the UI, and just, he had a vision when he came to me, and he wanted to do something to help Blaze, and he wanted to build something that was also a banger protocol. And I believe Diamonds accomplishes both those things. Not to mention what it's going to do for X28. And I think people are, I don't know, a lot of people are afraid of X28. A lot of builders in the Titanx community don't want to touch it because they think that it's broken and that it lost its peg and all these other things. So they don't want to touch it until Jake comes back. We're not taking that approach. There's a lot of people who have already built on it. Dude and James and Rich and myself, we have already built protocols with X28. And so we're going to continue to do it because we believe that we can bring it to parity. You know, we know that Jake is out there and he's building something for X28. That's all we know. We don't know what it is, but he's going to drive demand for it and part to help. So it's I I think we can easily do it. I really do. Let me see if I can find what Rich has got going on here. Bear with me. I think he's messaging me and let me look. Blaze by coming in. What do you guys think about that blaze pump, huh? Look good. So it's not coming through yet. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get Rich in here. Old man's fumbling the ball. I'm trying. Let me go here. Okay, Rich, I'm putting it in Telegram. Try that, Rich. It's in the Blaze bar. Oh, I'm not even showing anything. That's not good. Oh, he's telling us what we got going on here. Okay, he said those are drafts. Let me go back to him. See what he's saying here. Pull it up. It's not what I want. Okay. Those are drafts so far. The far left will be an ETH symbol. Middle box will be Titanx symbol, and far right will be X28 symbol that buys diamonds. Gotcha. Gotcha. I sent you the link, Rich. So anyway, if we can bring X28 to parity, which I believe we will, then that's good for the entire Titanx ecosystem, right? Because if we can pump X28 and X28 is a higher price than X28 or Titanx, then people can transform. And that's all the Titanx eco really needs. Well, I mean, it needs buy pressure and all those other things, you know. But as far as removing the rest of the supply, X28 will easily accomplish that. So, I mean, the buy and burn's cool, but it doesn't last forever. So, if you drive demand for X28, that's the long-term solution. That's what will burn the remaining supply of Titanx. So, we want to do our part. Diamond's protocol itself, I absolutely love it. Let me, I'm going to quit sharing that. Okay. Thank you, Saxon Sec. So what I want to do is go to a new diagram. So give me just a minute here. And we've got a diagram that simplified diagram that Ali had made for the diamonds protocol. So we're going to check that out right here. See if you guys can see it. Okay. Slim, ETH to 10K sooner than people think. What will that do for Titanx? Yeah, absolutely slim. It'll be bullish. We need to build a stable coin alternative, a commodity-backed token built on X28. This is how an imperative, because due to the genius that crypto has inherited fiat debt, we need to mitigate this. Maybe go. I'm trying to read all this, process this. We need to build a stable coin alternative built on X28. Well, there is USDX. It is not built on. I'll stay outside with the fellows. Link no working. Sorry, bro. I don't know what to do. I don't know why that link isn't working. No clue. Technology, sometimes we love it, sometimes it pisses us off, right? So let me see if I can make this bigger. There we go. And let me go here. See if I can make this bigger. So we'll focus right now on the mining and the vesting first. So when you come into the protocol, thanks, Rich. Appreciate you, man. Sorry, bro. I'm no Ali Kane, that's for sure. Ali Kane is out of commission this weekend, taking a little time off, and good for him. We all need it. So what happens on a team? The others step up, right? The others step up to help out. So we're looking here. Diamond mining / vesting. User mints diamonds at a 1-to-1 ratio to Blaze. Value of Blaze must be matched with an equal value in Ethereum for total cost. Only ETH can also be used, or ETH and Blaze. So let's see, USDX is still linked. Let me read this here. USDX is still linked to fiat via USD. I am talking a gold or a basket of commodities, rare earth, energy, etc. Yeah, bro, it's way over my head, man. I mean, I have no idea how you could do that. But there's a lot of devs. We all know a lot of devs, and if you think you have an idea of how you want to make this happen, send us a DM. Okay, so if you want to get into diamonds, you bring 50% Blaze, 50% ETH. If you have both. If you don't, you just bring the ETH. The ETH will buy the Blaze. And then every miner is 100 days to maturity. Oh, Rich has ideas already. Rich has ideas already. All right, here we go. This is how it starts. Another protocol. Okay, let's focus on diamonds right here. So when you start a diamonds miner, it's 100 days long. So 100 days to full maturity. So you get 1% each day. Now you can claim that at any time. There's no penalty. The only penalty is is that you're only getting a portion of your tokens. So you can claim anytime you want, if there's an ROI and you're only 50 days in and you want to claim because you want that money now, you can do it, but you're only getting 50% of the tokens. But if you're a positive ROI, some people don't care. They want that positive ROI now. They don't want to wait. So people will. They'll claim early, but they're only going to get that share of the, that percentage of their tokens. So it's good for the short-term guys if they want it. And it's good for the protocol because they didn't stay the full term. So they never got the full amount of tokens. So what does that mean? That means that's less token emissions that are going to hit the market, because those tokens are never going to hit the market. The tokens are not generated until you claim. So there's no surplus of tokens here. So if we're basing it off the Blaze emission rate, which is around 6,000 tokens a day, what you can get in the Blaze auction, and you need one Blaze to mint one diamonds always and forever, and one person early claims a miner, it's already less. It's already deflationary versus Blaze, because that miner didn't go full term. So when you're talking about scarcity, and that's just one way. So when you're talking about scarcity, this is what we're talking about. It's really built in here. Not to mention all the other mechanisms we got going here to reduce supply. And another thing too that I was thinking about before I started the stream today was, yeah, Blaze has, around 6,000 tokens per day, and emissions, but Blaze also has a 20% buy and burn. You just never really hear about it, because what happens is if people want instant profit, they'll go in the auction, they'll get the Blaze tokens, they'll claim them when the auction ends, they'll trigger the buy and burn through it really quick, pump the price, and then they'll sell. But we're still burning tokens. So 6,000 tokens a day are not hitting the market. I think we're around 70% staked on the Blaze supply. So you're talking a very limited supply. And then you got diamonds, which is going to be even more rare, because a lot of people will not go the full 100 days. And if they do, great. We always want to, one thing about Blaze, and Rich and myself and Allie and, us as a team, we always like to reward the long-term holders, because long-term holders are the ones that really back your protocols, and they're the mainstays. They're the ones that are there for the long haul. So not to say there's not going to be short-term plays and people can't make profit, but we always want to gear it towards people with longer time horizons, people who we know don't want to just cheat, that want to stay. We always want to try to reward those holders. So anyways, sorry I got off on this tangent here. So you will receive diamonds anytime you want. If it's fully mature after 100 days, then you get 100%. You get all those diamonds. Now, what would you do with those diamonds once you have them? Well, you could sell them, or you could do a couple other things with them. And we'll go in here right now. Let me show you here. Diamonds Vault Stake Pool. Whoops, that didn't work out good. Stake diamonds and receive ETH and Blaze. Stake longer to receive more shares. Crush additional diamonds to receive bonus. So what we're saying is, and we have a chart, I believe, in the Telegram, correct me if I'm wrong, Rich, that you'll be able to go and you'll say, I want to stake these diamonds. And they'll say, okay, would you like to add a bonus to your stakes? And you will be able to crush extra amounts of diamonds. So say you want to stake 1,000 diamonds. Well, say you want the bonus. So you could crush an additional 100 diamonds, or you could crush an additional 500 diamonds to get that staking bonus. So that staking bonus is going to be a percentage. And what it's going to do is it's going to increase your share of the staking pool. Now, mind you, the diamonds that you crush, you will never get those back. You basically have sacrificed those for your staking bonus. Now, your original stake, you will get those tokens back. But it's just another highlight to show you the way that it's another source of supply reduction. It's in the white paper table on the Diamond Vault page. Okay. Well, I don't think I'll get into that right now. I'll just check this out. Okay, now you got your diamonds. What else can you do with them? This is big right here. Diamonds exchange. So 20% of the Ethereum that comes in gets put in here, the diamonds exchange pool. Once a week, there's going to be an auction. And you will be able to bring your diamonds in here and put them up. Now, these diamonds are going to be crushed also. They're gone. You're exchanging them for Ethereum. So say there's 5 ETH in that pool. And you go in there and you put in your diamonds, and say only 2 of you are in the diamonds auction at this time, then that means you're going to get half that pool. You'll get 2.5 of the ETH. But other people will start going in also. So there's always going to be ETH in that pool. Someone's always going to take it. How are you going to go into that auction? Well, yeah, you can wait for your miners, for 100 days, but this thing runs every 7 days. So how are you going to get diamonds to go into this auction for the first, 13 cycles? Something to think about. You're either going to have to claim early or you're going to have to buy them off market. Because guaranteed someone's going to, because the ETH is already going to be there. The ETH is not waiting for the 100 days. There's going to be ETH in that pool every week. So if people claim early, way less diamonds hitting the market. People buy on market to go in, pumps the price big time. Why? Because there's no diamonds to sell. There is no diamonds to sell. The first 100 days of this protocol, there's basically a very, very limited supply of tokens on the market. After the 100 days, there will be more. Is it going to be a huge event where it completely tanks it? No, it's not. Because there will be enough economic energy stored up to compensate for it. And I think when people see how this protocol operates, there will be people licking their chops waiting for a chance to get in at a low price. All speculation, not financial advice. But we've been doing this for a little while. We kind of know how these things work. So now let's go up to the diamond certificates, which is a very, very hot topic right now. I'm loving the diamond certificates. The diamond certificates, 100% of the ETH from the mint goes to crush diamonds. So when we say we're going to crush diamonds, it's basically, it's a buy and burn, but we call it buy and crush. We're just tired of the term. But we're going to crush these diamonds. Plus, how are you going to burn a diamond? You know? So we're going to buy and crush. Now, when we say 100%, we mean 100%. We're not taking any genesis here off these NFT mints, which are already up to over 500 NFTs have been minted in 3 days. Now, if you mint 28 of these NFTs, you get a ticket to the Blaze Diamond Hand Pool. Okay? But you don't have to mint 28 if you just want to get a share of this pool. What'll happen is we're going to stake the Blaze, the protocol, the Diamonds protocol. When it comes into the protocol, 80% of the Blaze that comes into this protocol is gonna get staked in the Blaze protocol stake. That stake's gonna earn Ethereum from Blaze. That Ethereum is gonna pay out to a 28-day pool for anybody holding the diamond certificates. Now it's an exclusive pool. That doesn't, stakers don't get paid from that pool. Nobody else gets paid from that pool, except if you're holding a diamond certificate. They're the only ones. Rich says, Blaze only comes into the protocol from miners of diamonds. Correct. Correct. Because you got to bring in your 50% Blaze and your 50% ETH to mine a diamond. So we're staking that Blaze. In the payouts from that Blaze stake, 80% of it's going here to pay the, every 28 days we're paying ETH rewards to these NFT holders. So that's massive. Now 20% of that, boom, buy and crush. We're going to crush some more diamonds with it. Another way to reduce supply. So let me see here. I don't see the relationship with X28. I see you need Blaze or ETH, or what am I missing? About to show you, buddy. So I'm showing you the certificates. I'm showing you the staking pools. I'm showing you the diamond crusher where we're buying diamonds and we're crushing it. Supply reduction, staking, supply reduction, because we're taking those tokens off the market. Those tokens are not buyable if they're staked. You can't sell them, you can't do anything. You just gonna stake them and earn those rewards. Now, let me get to the part where we're going to show you about X28. We'll go right here. Maybe cover the Blaze protocol stake, then the liquidity. Okay, I think I covered the Blaze protocol stake. Something I'm missing, let me know. So, yeah, we're staking Blaze in the Blaze protocol, which also helps the supply reduction of Blaze, right? Because they're bringing Blaze into the Diamonds protocol to create diamonds. A small part of that, 12% of that, is getting paid to stakers. So stakers will get Blaze and they will get ETH. Now, what's the benefit of that? The benefit of that is you're getting that drip of those rewards, which means that you can start more miners with them. And you can continually just start more miners. So you can compound your position if that's what you want to do. So you can have a stake running and then you can start more miners with the with the staking payouts. And if you do that, you can do other things with those. You could go into the diamond exchange, or you could sell them for a profit. Whatever you choose to do, you can just keep making more miners. So the liquidity pool, it's Diamonds X28 V3. So we are using X28 for our main liquidity pool with diamonds. Now we're buying Titanx first. So the Ethereum that comes in is going to buy Titanx and swap it for X28. If X28 is below a 1-to-1 ratio, we're going to take that Titanx and we're going to swap it for X28. We're going to buy it. We're going to use that ETH. The ETH is going to buy Titanx, then buy X28. So we're bringing the buy pressure to X28. That will bring the price up. Now, we're hoping to bring that up to a premium, so it's more expensive than Titanx. And if X28 is more expensive than Titanx, people can transform their Titanx. Our protocol will do it, but other users can do it. Anybody can do it, right? On the X28 protocol. So you can swap your Titanx for X28 for a better price. And if everybody starts doing that, 50% of Titanx is burned every time somebody transforms Titanx to X28. So bringing X28 at a premium price over Titanx is such, I mean, that's the kill shot for the rest of the Titanx supply in this ecosystem. You drive demand for X28, you pump X28, the entire ecosystem can pump. So like I said, a lot of people didn't want to build on X28. They feel it's Jake's responsibility to bring it 1-to-1. Some people think it's broken. Some people think it's failed. I don't think anything could be further from the truth. Why? It makes no sense for that to happen. Is the peg broken right now? Yeah. What brings it back? Buy pressure use case for X28. So we're going to do our part to do that. What else do you guys want to talk about? Rich, what else do I need to cover? Okay, let's see. Cool, thanks, you bet. Makes perfect sense. Well done. Thank you. Thank you. There's an opportunity there. Diamond's protocol will not enter the 888-day Diamond Hand Club on Blaze protocol. Only Diamond certificate holders enter the 888 pool, but not the other 3 stake pool on Blaze. And that is 100% correct. There's only one way currently to get into the 888 Diamond Hand Club on Blaze, and that is by minting 28 diamond certificates. So when the Blaze comes in the ecosystem into diamonds, and the diamonds protocol stakes Blaze, it's not staking in that 888-day pool. It's just staking. So it isn't receiving that 888-day payout or any of that. It is not a Diamond Club member, so it will not be taking part in that payout pool. It's still very limited to get in that pool. Right now, you can do it for 50% less. Then we got 17 more days, Rich, and then it'll go to full price to get those diamond certificates. Let me see if I can pull that up right now. And this is pretty awesome to see, honestly, how many we've minted so far. Bear with me for just a second. Oh yeah, here we go. So let me go. Okay, you guys seeing that? There we go. So we have right now, let's see, it's going to cost you $55 to get you one of these NFTs. And you see right here, one certificate, 0.028 ETH. That is crossed out. Your half price discount right now, 0.014 ETH, which is around $55 right now for one. Now you're gonna need 28 to get into the diamond hand pool. And you can see right here, we've already brought in almost 7 ETH. We got $26,700 worth of direct buy pressure on the diamonds token. We haven't even we're not even launching until the 11th. This minting's only been live for 3 days. So here's your timer, 16 days, 18 hours. Well, you can still mint them at a 50% discount. And like I said, 100% of that is going to buy and crush diamonds. We're not even taking a genesis on any of this. This is just straight buy and burn, straight pressure. And we're talking this token. This token is going to be so damn scarce. We're basing it on a token that is already extremely scarce, and this is going to be even more scarce. Hence the word diamonds. Diamonds have a lot of value because they're very rare, right? They're hard to get. So that is impressive that we're already over 500 NFTs. Community has stepped up big time. And people are starting to buy Blaze too because they realize Blaze is, you need it to get in to diamonds. When you look at that Blaze chart and you're thinking, well, I don't want to buy that. That thing's pumped. Well, it has pumped, but you have to understand we are still in the bottom. Blaze ran it, I think it ran between $2 and $3 for a very, very, very long time. So when you're picking up Blaze at 14 cents, 15 cents, you're buying the bottom. Trust me when I say that. I believe it'll start. We'll be building a new floor at this level. From what I can see, there's not a ton of sell pressure. Who's selling? There's no one left to sell. Sellers are pretty much gone. Everything else is staked. So you're going to want to get your hands on Blaze. Let's fucking go. 2,000 diamond certificates by launch. 11/11. I think we can attain that for sure. $110,000 worth of buy power. Yeah, at today's prices of Ethereum. We always got to take into consideration what's Ethereum going to do. Hasn't done shit so far, that's for sure, right? And we're all frustrated by it, but it will move. We know it will. Yeah, so you can have all this buy power, all this buy pressure on this token. It hasn't even launched yet. you know and then when it launches, there's a 100-day runway before anybody can even get their full amount of tokens. So this thing has some serious fundamentals. This protocol, this thing is designed to pump. And if you're a Blaze staker, you're gonna be a fan because we're gonna drive a lot of buy pressure into Blaze. Blaze has a use case now, a major one, and That's all I needed was some demand. And now it's there. Like I said, it's very scarce. It's hard to get. There's only so many tokens that come out every day. Rich says diamonds buy pressure means blaze demand means ETH into blaze and diamonds, and all users on both protocols happy as a pig in shit. And he's absolutely correct. The way that these two protocols help each other and feed each other is absolutely amazing. It's a work of art. It is absolutely beautiful. And we're just getting started. So you see where the blaze price is, you see what it's done in the last few days. You see all the NFTs getting minted already in just a few days. So, I mean, I can honestly say you ain't seen nothing yet. And so we're confident we can bring that buy pressure up on X28 and bring that to parity. So, or actually to a premium. So if we can do that, I mean, if we can pump Blaze, pump Titanx, pump Blaze, pump Diamonds, and pump X28, that is beneficial for the entire ecosystem. It really is. So we're stoked, man. I am so stoked about Diamonds. I forgot how good the tokenomics are on Diamonds until we started doing that white paper walkthrough the other day, because you have to understand, we've been working on this behind the scenes for fucking months, man, months. And so when I started going through it again, I was like, holy shit, I forgot the shit we built into this fucking protocol. This thing is a monster. And people always figure in buy pressure, which is cool, you know. But I think what a lot of people don't take into account is removing sell pressure. Um, and Diamonds does a really good job of that. It's just gonna be so scarce. It's gonna be so difficult to get. There's not gonna be a lot of tokens available to sell. And there's gonna be something for everybody. The short term guys, if there's an ROI, like I said, at 50%, 50 days in, and there's a good ROI and they want to claim it and take that instant profit, go right ahead. You're not locked into anything. You could take 2% on day two if you want. Any way you want to play it, or you want to get your full amount of tokens, go the full 100 days. You want to run several different miners and maybe claim a little bit early so you can go into that diamonds exchange, get some of that weekly ETH payout. You could do that. There's a lot of different ways to play it. You want to stake and just get the drips and continue to compound and make more stakes? You can do that too. So it really has something for everyone. And earlier in this stream, Weaponhead was like $10 blaze coming. That's not moon math. In my opinion, that is not moon math. It doesn't take a lot of buy pressure to pump blaze right now. It really doesn't. Any other questions from the chat? Rich, anything else I need to be covered? I'm sure I'm missing a lot of shit. I absolutely love this protocol. And when you start to see this entire UI, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's unlike any other UI in crypto. It really is. Rich had a vision on how he wanted this protocol to look, and he worked really hard at getting it there. It's something totally different. And one thing to think about too is these diamond certificates. You're minting this certificate for your share of an exclusive Ethereum payout pool from the Blaze protocol, but there's zero sell pressure because you're getting a certificate, which is your representation of that staking, your representation of your stake in that exclusive 28-day pool. That's for ETH rewards, but there's no tokens to be sold for that. There's no sell pressure. That little side pool right there, that little 28-day pool that we're running, is amazing because there is no sell pressure there. There are no tokens to sell, but that pool will fill up. Rich, diamond forfeits plus diamond exchange crushing plus stake bonus crushing plus buy-in crush means it will be the first mining protocol that starts off deflationary on day one. And he's right. And so what do we see? And that's kind of what I wanted to touch on. Thanks for reminding me, Rich. So what do we see with mining protocols? You see a lot of inflation. It's pretty much the enemy. Titanx in the early days, man, everybody was mining. There was no cap on what you could mine. Everybody could just mine as many tokens as they wanted to. The only thing that changed was how many tokens you were getting. So the difficulty, right? How many tokens you were going to get when you mined and how much it costs you to get those tokens, which can bring a lot of inflation. T rank bonus brought a lot of inflation. So you look at these protocols, Taurus, and I'm not dogging on these protocols whatsoever, right? I love these protocols. Taurus, you're starting off, you're mining. Everybody can mine as much as they want. There is a difficulty, that changes, but it's slow over time. So you can have a lot of inflation coming out in the beginning because it's part of the token distribution model. Well, Diamonds doesn't have that. You can only ever mint as many diamonds as there are Blaze. Period. Blaze's highest inflation periods are behind it. Day one, Blaze was 8,888 tokens. That's how many were available. Now we're down to 6,000. Okay, you're 30% less than you were at the start. And we're a year and a few months in. So you're not going to have that big inflation coming out. If every single person let every miner go full term with none of these buying in supply reduction mechanisms going on, you still would have an extremely limited supply of diamonds. So people really need to process that and they really need to think about that. So what does that do? It makes the price easy to pump. It really does. When you're reducing supply like this, there's not a lot of sell pressure. It makes it really easy to pump the price. Diamonds has something for everyone. Short term, long term, stake, diamond hand pool. You want to go into the exchange on the weekly and make some money there. You just want to wait for a pump and claim your miner early. There's many different ways to play this, but you're not playing without Blaze. And the way that these two protocols work together to help each other, it's absolutely amazing. And about to see some serious firepower. Yeah, 60% of the Ethereum that comes in is your buy and build. So that's to buy it X28 and buy diamonds and add it to the liquidity pool. So, I mean, we're going to have a thick pool of liquidity and lots of buy pressure on X28 and diamonds. 60% of the Ethereum goes to that, to build that liquidity. So we're going to have a nice pool. He's absolutely correct. I always leave something out because there's a lot of different things in this protocol that make it so damn bullish. So yeah, appreciate it, Rich. Yeah, it's 60% of the ETH. That's a lot of buy pressure on both tokens. That liquidity is going to be nice. It's going to be great. Yeah, what this protocol is going to do for X28 and the Titanx eco, it's going to be massive. It really is. So if you don't have Blaze and you want to participate in diamonds, you might want to keep that in mind. We're going to launch on the 11th. So it's coming up pretty quick. And one thing to know about Blaze, you always want to check the auction first because you may get a better deal in the auction versus going and just buying off market. Slim, any new advertising tactics to bring in new users, not just the Titanx community? I'll let Rich answer that. We will suck Titanx into the X28 mentor like a Las Vegas hooker working a double shift. Oh my God, did you just come up with that just off the top of your head, man? Where the hell did that come from? That's funnier than hell. And also, Slim, just so you know, we will be marketing using Genesis funds. We have already discussed it. I mean, we're already doing some pretty good marketing. The videos we have are absolutely amazing. But we realize that marketing needs to happen, and we are trying to branch out outside of the Titanx community. Exactly how we're going to do that moving forward, I don't think is public information yet, unless Rich wants to add something here in the chat. But I think some of the people we've been getting in the Telegram, I don't even think some of the new people, I don't even think they're from Titanx. I think they're just from crypto. You deserve the Genesis funds. Well, we're going to take some Genesis funds, but we're also going to earmark a portion of it for consistent marketing. But thank you. Yeah, marketing matters. So, we say all this and we're talking about all this tokenomics and we're talking about Blaze and we're talking about diamonds and we're talking about all this. One thing that we're not even considering right now, that we're not even bringing into this conversation is what happens when Jake comes to the party? What happens when the bigger altcoins in general start moving? What happens when Titanx and X28 and everything starts moving? So you can compound that on top of everything we just shared. Because we're going to be bonded tightly with X28. If you believe in Titanx and you believe in X28, we got all this built right on top of that. So what happens when that token starts doing X's? Right? I'm so fucking bullish on this ecosystem. I'm super bullish on Blaze and Diamonds. Absolutely. They're going to rip. I mean, you see it. You saw what happened to Blaze just in the last 3 days. I mean, it's going to happen fast, so be ready. Yeah, I agree, man. I think it's going to be violent when it happens. I really do. I really do. And people might say, well, why are you launching in these market conditions? It's not a good time to launch or whatever, but Rich is launching this protocol. He wants to do this. And I think that the timing is going to be perfect. One thing to consider is we got a 100-day runway, right? That's over 3 months. So we always got to take that into consideration. We want people to be able to let some of these mints mature so they can really get the impact. We are planning to have a straight ETH buy routers built into the Diamond Vault and the Diamond Exchange, which is the only two places you will need liquid diamonds in the protocol, and where ETH bros cannot be worried about other tokens. Yeah, so Blaze will be getting bought in the background. If somebody wants to come in with straight ETH, they can. The code will do the rest. Blaze tokens will still get purchased, but they don't need to bring them. Just makes it really easy for everybody. So that'll be real nice. Anything else I haven't covered, Rich, you want me to cover? If not, I think I'm going to wrap this up. Anybody in the chat got anything they want to ask about? I am not concerned in the slightest about market sentiment. We are not confined to a minting phase or launch phase. Agreed. Agreed. Okay. All right, guys. Well, appreciate everybody tuning in. Why did Jake ghost? I don't know, buddy. I don't know. You did an amazing job. I might stay in the chat. You gonna stay in the chat after? Let's go down here. Okay. He gone. Want to see D listed on upcoming Titanx hub? I mean, always. You know what, man? I used to always be in the chat, Rich, when Allie and those guys would stream. When we had a full Blaze team, we had so many guys, and everybody was doxxed, and I would just kind of took the back seat because people want to see a doxxed founder. So I just took a back seat and let those guys do their thing, and I was always in the chat, and I had so much fun, man. I felt like when the chat would get popping on the YouTube streams and everybody's just jabbing back and forth, I had so much damn fun. I didn't want to be on stream. I always just wanted to stay in the chat. But as you see, we've restructured the team, so we only got one Docs founder now, which is Allie Kane, and so there's only 3 of us. So yeah, sometimes we got to come on stream and help out. And God, we were missing a Titanx community stream, man. There's a void in Titanx as far as streamers go. If anybody wants to be a streamer and you're in Titanx community, please step up. I mean, the option is there. We used to have Mo. Mo was like the guy, and then he left, and there's since been a big void. So, Blaze team, just being who we are, we're stepping up, trying to bring more light to the community, hold things together until we can get a reversal here. And we will stream about any project. This project this stream was actually going to be about Orin, the ORX new protocol, but the person that we had scheduled to come on to represent it, he had kind of a family emergency, so he wasn't able to come on. So we just, went to Diamonds. But we'll talk about any protocol in Titanx anybody wants to talk about, and they are more than welcome to reach out and come show their project. Yeah, Mo was fun. Yeah, I like Mo. Kind of unfortunate how all that went down. Hope he comes back. Not sure I'd hold my breath on that, honestly. But yeah, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Come in the Blaze Diamonds Telegram. Appreciate all the support, all the retweets, everything, man. You guys are awesome. I mean, we're already 500 NFTs minted already, and I did not see that coming. So, shout out. Thanks, everybody. I'm going to play this video here. And we'll end this stream.
Oh, darling, lean in close for diamonds. The sultry Ethereum Temptress making Blaze and X28 tokens sparkle with irresistible fire. 3 steamy payout pools lavish you with ETH, crushing cell pressure and whispering sweet utility in your ear. Drama? Please. We've got pure diamond desire. Slide those diamonds into the vault. Tease up to 888 for shares that'll make you shiver. Craving more? Crush extras for a bonus that'll leave your wallet begging. Payout seduce. 60% at 88 days. 40% at 288. Effortless, eternal, and oh so enticing. Baby, dive into the diamond's allure now. You know you want to.